My wife demanded, "Sign over your late mother's house, or I'm taking the kids." I told her I needed time to think. Then I discovered through a DNA test kit she gifted us for the holidays that the kids weren't mine. Her custody threat collapsed dramatically in court. I, a 36-year-old man, lost my mom 6 months ago to illness. It was devastating. She left me her modest three-bedroom home, paid off decades ago, now worth about $300,000 in today's market. My wife, Sarah, 34, had been pressuring me to sell it since the day after the funeral. Not subtle suggestions, but relentless daily arguments about how it could improve our lifestyle and provide better opportunities for the kids. We'd been married 11 years with 2 children, Emma, 9, and Noah, 7. I thought our marriage was strong, despite Sarah's growing materialism. The house dispute escalated last month. I was sipping coffee, flipping through Mom's old photo albums from the attic when Sarah dropped a folder on the table. "What's this?" I asked. It was paperwork to transfer my mom's house into both our names. "It's been 6 months," she said. "Time to stop grieving and focus on our family's future." I wasn't ready to decide. "When will you be ready?" she snapped. "When the roof collapses, when vandals move in?" I maintained the house, checking it twice weekly. She stood up. "I'm done waiting. Sign these by Friday or I'm taking the kids and filing for divorce. I'll get custody. I'm their primary caregiver. You work 60-hour weeks." "You're threatening me with our children," I said. "I'm being practical. The kids deserve a mother who prioritizes their needs. That house could fund their education." I told her I'd think about it. Her smile should have warned me. Sarah never smiled when she thought she was losing. Last winter, Sarah bought DNA test kits for the family as holiday gifts, saying it'd be fun to explore our heritage. The kids enjoyed it, sent off their samples, and forgot about it. The results arrived 3 weeks after her ultimatum. I was initially excited, hoping to uncover details about my mom's family history as her father was adopted. My results were unremarkable. 62% Irish, 31% German, 7% Scottish. But when I checked DNA relatives, my world shattered. Emma matched as my half-niece. Noah showed no biological connection to me. I stared at the screen for an hour, recalculating the impossible. Neither child was mine. Emma was my brother's daughter. My brother, James, lived nearby, attended our wedding, and was at every birthday party. I was sick, physically ill, and drove to my mom's empty house, collapsing on her kitchen floor, sobbing as I hadn't since her funeral. Those kids were my everything. I'd coached Noah's soccer team, taught Emma to ride a bike, read them bedtime stories. Biology didn't change that. That night I acted normal, helped with homework, made dinner. Sarah complained about the house again. I nodded. After she slept, I dug deeper, accessing her email with our shared password. Searching James's name, I found messages from 9 years ago, post Emma's birth. "Last night was a mistake. We can't do this again." Another chilled me. "The baby looks just like you. Thank God she has my eyes." For Noah, I found emails from his conception period with a man named Ethan, Sarah's old personal trainer. There were late-night workout schedules and a photo of them at a hotel bar, Sarah wearing a necklace I'd given her for our anniversary. I saved everything, uploading screenshots to multiple cloud services and emailing them to my lawyer friend. I cleared the browser history and went to bed, staring at Sarah, 11 years of lies beside me. Next morning she pressed, "Thought about the house? Fridays in 2 days." I said I was still thinking. "Think faster," she snapped. "I've already spoken to a lawyer about custody. I'll get primary. You'll be lucky to get every other weekend." I nearly laughed. "Based on what?" "Reality," she said. "I do everything for those kids. You're just the bank." "Interesting perspective," I replied. She squinted. "What's that supposed to mean?" "Nothing. Just interesting." That afternoon, I met with a family lawyer, Karen Thompson, a fierce advocate who'd won full custody for a colleague despite false claims. I showed her the DNA results, emails, and timeline. "Paternity fraud," she said. "In this state, that's grounds for immediate divorce. Her threatening to withhold the kids while knowing they're not yours, that's extortion." I asked about custody. "You've raised them their whole lives. You have rights. But do you want custody?" "They're my kids," I said. "DNA doesn't change that," she smiled. "Good answer. Here's the plan." On Friday, Sarah was smug at breakfast. "So, easy way or hard way?" I slid an envelope across. "The legal way." She opened it, divorce papers. Her face paled, then flushed. "You think I'm bluffing? Fine. Kids, pack your bags." I pulled out another document. "That's a temporary restraining order preventing you from removing the kids from the home during proceedings." "You can't do that." Page 3, paragraph 2. Judge signed it yesterday. She grabbed her phone. I'm calling my lawyer. Good, I said. Mention the paternity fraud, the DNA tests you bought, interesting results. Her face drained of color. You're wrong. The tests are wrong. Email timestamps aren't. The baby looks just like you. Remember writing that? Emma walked in. Why are you being weird? Adult stuff, sweetie. Get ready for school. After the kids left, Sarah tried to backtrack. Let's talk rationally. You love those kids. I do. Then why ruin their lives over my past mistakes? You ruined things when you passed off other men's kids as mine, twice, and used them to leverage my mom's house. I wasn't stealing, I'm your wife. We're past tense, she stood. Fine, I'll still get the house, it's marital property. Mom died after we separated. We haven't separated. We have now. Eviction papers arrive Monday. You have 30 days. You can't kick me out. Check the deed and that prenup you signed, ironclad on premarital assets and inheritance. She cried angry tears. You planned this. No, Sarah. You did when you bought those tests, threatened me, cheated with my brother and your trainer. I'm just better at strategy. She stormed out. My phone soon blew up with texts from her family, James, and friends, claiming I was unhinged from grief. I posted one social media update. DNA tests show neither of my children are biologically mine. Divorce proceedings have begun. Please respect our privacy. Then I turned off my phone and went to work. The fallout was explosive. James showed up at my office playing dumb. I don't know what Sarah told you. She didn't. Emma's DNA did. She's your daughter. He collapsed. It was one time. Emails say otherwise. Does Laura know? His wife. Not from me yet. What do you want? Admitted in writing for court. That's admitting adultery. Laura will divorce me. Your problem. He got angry. You're destroying your brother. You slept with my wife and let me raise your kid for 9 years. I'm the villain. He signed the affidavit. Laura found out via a friend who saw my post. They're now separated. He's in a budget motel. Ethan, still a trainer, married with 3 kids, got a paternity claim notice. He called, panicked. Mason's your son? Impossible. We used protection. DNA doesn't lie. My wife. My family. I had a family too. His wife called, sobbing. I felt for her. She didn't deserve this. But Noah deserved the truth someday. Sarah went ruthless, filing a Child Protective Services complaint alleging I was a danger to the kids. CPS arrived Saturday at 7 a.m. I handed the investigator a folder. Divorce filing, DNA results, paternity fraud evidence. My lawyer expected you. She reviewed it. So the kids aren't yours biologically, but you've raised them. Correct. And you want to continue. They're my kids. She interviewed them. Emma called me the best dad. Noah wanted the fighting to stop. CPS closed the case as unfounded within days. Sarah tried draining our accounts, but I'd separated my finances. She got $1,800 from joint checking and maxed out credit cards, which I'd reported stolen post-affair discovery. The fraud department flagged her $8,000 luxury store spree. Her first lawyer dropped her after she lied about the paternity fraud. Word spread in the legal community, paternity fraud plus using the kids as leverage was toxic. She ended up with a shady attorney, Michael Carter, who pushed emotional manipulation. At the temporary custody hearing, Sarah, dressed piously, cried on cue. Carter argued I was abandoning the kids by questioning paternity. Judge Elizabeth Harper wasn't swayed. Mr. Carter, your client committed paternity fraud twice, then used the children for financial gain. Why reward that? Sarah interrupted. He's stealing my babies. The judge peered over her glasses. Ma'am, one's your brother-in-law's, one's your trainer's. Perhaps they should join us. I got temporary primary custody. Sarah got supervised visitation every other weekend and had to pay child support. Outside, Sarah grabbed my arm. You think you've won? I'll tell the kids everything. Go ahead. Tell them you lied about their fathers and used them as pawns. Her lawyer pulled her away as she screamed, You'll never get that house. I'll burn it down, a court reporter overheard. Mom's house was later vandalized, spray-painted with cheater and liar. Bleach poured on the floors. Police found Sarah's gym keycard in the yard. She claimed it was planted, but neighbors' footage showed a figure with her distinctive walk from an old injury. She was arrested for vandalism and breaking and entering, laid out by her parents. They initially supported her but apologized after seeing the evidence. We didn't raise her like this, her mom said. I assured them they could see their grandkids. The kids struggled but coped with therapy. Emma asked, Are you still my dad? Forever, sweetie. Biology doesn't make a dad, love does. Noah said, Mom's being weird talking about Uncle James and some guy named Ethan. Don't worry, buddy, he later said. Mom's mean to you. I'm glad you're divorcing. Kids see everything. At the final hearing, Sarah, now self-represented with a paralegal, wore her wedding outfit, a desperate ploy. She argued she deserved the house for emotional damages from my exposing her lies. Judge Harper laughed. You bought the DNA tests, you created this mess. Sarah snapped, if I can't have them, neither can he. James should raise Emma, Ethan should raise Noah. The judge's face hardened. You're abandoning your parental rights? They were my security, my insurance, now they're worthless. The courtroom froze, the judge looked repulsed. I've heard enough. I got full custody. Sarah got one supervised weekend a month. The house stayed mine. She owed child support, despite the kids not being mine biologically, as I was the presumed father. She got only her car and belongings, plus my legal fees. The vandalism case went to criminal court. James and Ethan were ordered to pay retroactive child support, $400 and $350 monthly for Emma and Noah, respectively, into college funds. Laura divorced James. Ethan's wife stayed but demanded he get a vasectomy. Sarah, jobless after her arrest, moved in with her mortified parents working at a mall kiosk. Sarah sent the kids letters claiming I wasn't their dad. Emma trashed hers. Noah showed me his, saying, Mom's being weird. I adopted them officially, with James and Ethan signing off to avoid more legal trouble. We celebrated at Mom's restored house. The DNA tests became a dark joke among friends. Someone suggested thanking Sarah for exposing herself. I didn't, but I considered it. Emma's doing a school project on genetics. Her teacher worried it might be traumatic, but I said, Emma knows DNA doesn't make a family. Love does. The teacher teared up. I'm in therapy for trust issues, dating Anna, who knows my story and jokes I'm a proven dad for fighting for kids who weren't biologically mine. The kids like her, she brings pizza and helps with homework. Sarah still sends angry texts from new numbers. You stole my life. I don't reply. Court orders speak for themselves. Advice. Document everything, get a lawyer fast, don't let kids be used as weapons. Parenting isn't DNA, it's showing up. Mom would be proud I kept her house and my kids. The ruling set a state precedent for paternity fraud, now cited in law textbooks as Thompson v. Thompson. My lawyer framed it. Sarah's legacy is a cautionary tale for divorce law. Fitting. Stop asking for the DNA results, I'm not sharing my kids' genetic info. To those saying Sarah was trapped in a loveless marriage, she trapped me in a fraudulent one. Twice, with 2 men, while misusing our money. Spare me. The kids are thriving. Emma's on the honor roll. Noah's soccer team won a tournament. We celebrated at Mom's house with a barbecue. Life's good.